Okay, we are doing ellipse today, 10.4. Okay, ellipse is gonna, start to get a little complicated, but I think you guys can do it. So ellipse is a set of all points. It always starts like that. A set of all points P in a plane such that the sum of the distance from P to two fixed points F1, F2. F1, F2 are going to be the focus of the graph, but focus means just one. If we have a plural form of focus, we say foci. That is two or more. So F1, F2 are foci. And then that is a constant K. The distance between any point on the ellipse to the two foci, if we add it up, it's going to be a constant K. All right, so let's look at this shape. So the center is still called the center. And the center is still HK. It's just like a circle. Next. This really, really long line. You can see that this shape has a longer part and a shorter part, right? The longer part is called the major axis. The longer line is called the major axis, and that goes between the top to the bottom. Okay, now the shorter line, what do you guys think it's going to be called then? Yes, minor axis. I'm gonna use red. Oops. Okay, so this is called the minor axis. Okay, and the major and minor axis always goes through the center of the ellipse. Now let's talk about these points. The major axis has 2 points that stops this line. These are called the vertex. And because there are 2 of them, we call them vertices. Okay, so one on the top and one on the bottom. Vertex on the top and the bottom. And then the point on the side that stops the minor axis. They are not the vertices because vertices always go on the major axis. So they are the kind of like, if you're not the pilot, you're the co-pilot. You're just the helper. Oh, that's kind of sad. I'm sorry. Or what else? Like if you're not the main one, you're the you're just the helper. Anyways, so this is the co-vertex. Okay, so let's review. There is a center to this ellipse. The longer line is called the major axis. On the major axis, there are 2 points called the vertices. The shorter line is called the minor axis. The 2 points on there are called the co-vertices. There are 2 more points. Notice these yellow points inside. They are called the focus. Okay, there are two foci now because this is a strange shape. Are you guys doing okay so far? There's a lot of information. Okay, last part. The distance. The distance between the center and the vertex, one of the vertex, is A. The distance between the center to one of the vertex is A. So let me ask you a question. How long is the major axis? 2A. Okay, because it has twice the distance, okay? Major axis is 2A. Okay, minor axis. Okay, so on the minor axis, there is the distance between the center and the covertex. That's called B. Center to the covertex is called B. So how long is the minor axis? How long is the minor axis? 2B. Yes, very good. Last part. The distance between the center to the focus is called C. Center to the focus is called C. Center to the focus is called C. You guys okay so far? Okay, so let's go ahead and have you label the one on the right. What you want to do is label vertex V, COV, covertex, F is foci, and then A, B, C. Oh, sorry, and center. Okay, so label those 7 things. Okay, let me give you the answers. This is the center. Vertices are on the longer ends. Co-vertices are on the shorter ends. And then the foci are inside. Lengthwise, this is A, the longer one. The shorter one is B. And then from the center to the focus is C. Good? Okay, let's do some detective work. So we're going to figure out the locations of all of these points again from deduction. So let's look at this one. Oh, this is very messy. Maybe we should look at this one. It's a little cleaner. Okay, so center is HK. Okay, let's think about how we're going to get to the vertex. If we're at the center and I want to get to the vertex here, this one here, which direction should I move? Right. If I'm going to move right, is it moving H or K? H. By how much? A by A. So then what do I have? What's the coordinate for V here, the vertex?
H plus A.
Yeah, H plus A comma K. Okay, using the same logic, I can go to the left, right? I can go to that vertex on the left. All right, let's go to the covertex from the center. So let's say I want to go to this covertex here. How do I get there? Up, down, left, right? Which one? Up? Yeah, I see a lot of people saying yes. Up. Okay, by how much? B. So then which one should I move? H or K?
K.
K. So then what's the coordinate for this covertex?
H.
Yeah, HK plus B. Okay, same logic down here, H comma K minus B. You know what I'm going to ask you next, right? The foci. Okay, so go ahead and figure out what the coordinates are for foci. Okay, so this foci that's on the right is h plus c comma k, and then the one on the left is h minus c comma k. Did you guys get that? Good. Okay, let's go ahead and write everything that we know down here. The horizontal ellipse. Okay, the vertices were h plus minus a comma k, covertices h comma k plus minus b, and then the foci is always on the same line as the major axis. Okay, it's basically they're lying in the same line. Okay, plus minus c comma k. Center is always hk. All right, let's go ahead and have you guys write the one on the left. Okay, let me give you the answers. H comma k plus minus a, h plus minus b comma k, and then the foci is h comma k plus minus c. Okay, the relationship between a, b, c is c squared equals a squared minus b squared, not the Pythagorean theorem, okay? Not the Pythagorean theorem. C squared is a squared minus b squared. Now, all of these equations have a standard form. The standard form, since it's very, very similar to a circle, it looks just like a circle. So the equation starts with x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals something. If it just equals a number, it will just be a circle. The reason that it's not circle is because one side is a little longer than the other side, right? So that means they're not perfectly round. Okay, so this is going to equal 1, but there's going to be something underneath, which means there's some denominator. Okay, this is the tricky part. On this ellipse on the left, which direction is longer? The x direction or the y direction? Y direction. And y direction has the major axis, right? So then it has the a, which means underneath y, you're going to put a squared. A goes on the longer axis. A goes on the longer axis. Very important because it's going to be confusing where a is. Okay, so then b squared goes under the x because it's shorter. Okay, so let's try the one for the horizontal. X minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals 1. So this is just like a circle equation again. For this horizontal ellipse, where does a squared go? Underneath x or underneath y? X, y, x. Because it's longer, so a squared goes underneath there. Oh, that's a lot of information. Let's solve a problem now. Okay. What is an equation in standard form of an ellipse center at the origin with vertex -6, 0 and covertex 0, 3? No matter what happens, draw a picture. The center is at the origin. Vertex is -6, 0. Just label V. Covertex is 0, 3. So how do you think this ellipse is going to look like? Which part is longer, the x direction or the y direction? X, right? So then it's going to just look like this because it's symmetric. Okay, these questions, no matter what kind of information they give you, you always want to find H, K, A, B, C. Those are the things that will help you figure everything out. What is HK in this case? 0, 0. Okay, talk to your partner. How long is A? How long is A? Talk to your partner. Okay, let's see. Mark, how long is A? Good. All right, so if you haven't done that yet, talk to your partner. How long is B? Okay, Daniel, how long is B?
Sorry?
How long is B?
Oh,
3. Okay. In this case, we don't need to find C, but if we do want to find C, just use C squared is equal to A squared minus B squared. Okay, let's just solve for C, just, for trial's sake. Okay, so C squared is equal to A squared minus B squared. So that is 36 minus 9, which is 27. 27 is not C, okay? That is C squared. So C is square root 27, and it's positive because it's a length. And we just want to simplify that. 27 is 3 times 9, so that is 3 root 3. All right, the last part, write an equation. This is the tricky part. Let's just write the skeleton. X minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals 1. Talk to your partner. A squared goes under x or y? Where does a squared go? X or y? Okay, Nathan and Samantha, what do you guys think? A squared goes under x or y? X, y. Huh? Yes, because it's the longer side. Okay, so at this time, we just want to plug in all the numbers. Okay, A is 6, B is 3. So then simplifying that, x squared over 36 plus y squared over 9 equals 1. Good. HKABC is going to save you a lot of trouble. So make sure you write that down every time. Okay, let's try a practice problem. All right, same kind of equation, same kind of question. Go ahead and try it. Let me know once you have the equation. Okay, this is x squared over 4 plus y squared over 25 equals 1. All right, let's try another one. This is a little bit different. 25x squared plus 9y squared equals 225. What do you notice about this equation that's different from the standard form? Especially the equal to. In the standard form, it's equal to what? 1. What is this one equal to? 225. So how do we make sure that this 225 becomes a 1? Huh? Yes. We're going to divide everything by 225. All right. This is the trickier part. When you use your calculator, do not actually divide, because we want a fraction. We want to see what the denominator is. If you just divide, you're going to get a decimal and you're going to be very confused. So your calculator has a fraction simplifying function. Do you guys know where that is? So on your calculator, you can type in a fraction. It will simplify it for you. So for example, this 25 over 225, you're just going to type in 25 over 225. And then enter, it's going to tell you 1/9. There is a fraction button. Okay, of course, you could just do, simplifying on your own and then get it into a nice fraction. But calculator may be a little faster. So it's x squared over 9. And then you're going to put in 9 over 225. Again, please don't divide. Okay, that's y squared over 25 equals 1. Okay, before you graph anything, HKABC. They want you to figure out the foci. They want you to figure out the foci. All right, HKABC. What is HK for this one? 0, 0. This is the easy one. How long is A? 5. Just take the bigger number and square root it. How long is B? 3. Okay, C. All right, C squared is A squared minus B squared. So go ahead and figure out what that is. A squared minus B squared. Okay, so how long is C? 4. All right, before you start writing equations, let's graph it. The center is at 0, 0. Where is the major axis? On the x or on the y? Y. Why is that? It's the bigger one and it's underneath y, right? So that means we need to go up 5 and down 5, not left and right. So this ellipse is longer in the y direction.